My name is Emily, and I'm a senior UX researcher on Google Assistant. What that means is I work with users, primarily kids and families, to understand how we can make Assistant even better for them. There are a lot of ways that I conduct research in my job, but I'm primarily a qualitative research, which means I do a lot of interviews. I do a lot of talking in depth with kids, parents, families of all kinds. Sometimes I'm in their home observing their lives and how technology actually fits into their space, and sometimes we're having conversations in one-on-one interviews in person. I work with designers in a lot of different ways. There are formal ways that we work together through meetings and, team efforts. We do a lot of design sprints, but I also like to work with designers in informal ways, just chatting in the hallway or coming to each other with ideas for things that I've heard in research that I'd love to build out, or designs that they're creating that they want to get a family perspective on. I think the power of user research has come through most clearly to me when I kept trying to tell my engineers about kids' developmental levels. I'd say, we need to change this feature because kids can't always read. And I kept pushing on this, but the engineers just didn't see that. They didn't quite understand it because we were operating from two different knowledge bases with two different goals. So I invited them to research, and I put our app in front of a 7-year-old girl. And as she's going through the app, you can see her frustration. And I said, what would you do next on this screen? She said, I don't know. And I kept pushing, and she kept saying, I don't know, till finally she said, I can't read. All of the engineers in the back room had a new appreciation for research, for our users, and really learned to empathize with our user through research.